Hey guys, we are back with another project. So in this project, we are going to implement a convolutional neural network model on fashion amnesty dataset. This model identifies that the given image belongs to which category of clothing like shirt, t-shirt, shoes, dress, etc. This is a simple CNN model. In this project, we didn't use transfer learning or a predefined model. We implement our own CNN architecture with different layers like Con 2D, Dense, Max Pooling 2D and etc. After training the CNN model, this gave me above 90% accuracy on the training data set. Okay, so in this data set we have 10 categories like t-shirt, trouser, pullover, dress, coat, sandal and etc. Okay, so let's start the project. So first of all, import all the required libraries like NumPy, Pandas, TensorFlow, etc. These libraries are used to implement the CNN model which classifies the cloth. Okay, then now load the data set. Now load the dataset which is available in the tensorflow.keras.datasets. So after load the dataset, it returns four datasets: xtrain, ytrain, xtest and ytest. Then check the shape of four datasets like you can see: xtrain, ytrain, xtest and ytest. After checking the shape, we see the first image, zero index image. The image is in the form of three-dimensional array, and you can see the result of the zero index image. It belongs to the 9, and ninth category image is our ankle put. Okay, and after this we create a list of our categories. Okay, after creating the list of categories, we display the list. So this is the list. Then after this, now see the zero index image using the matplotlib library. So you can see this is a shoes ankle boot. Then after this, now display the random 25 images from the training data set using a matplot library. You can see the result. This is a sandal, ankle boot, bag, shirt, dress, shirt, coat. Okay, we simply use here a loop, for loop. Okay, after display the 25 images, then now it's time to change the dimension of the image, because our model takes the four-dimensional image but we have a three-dimensional images. So we have to convert the three-dimensional images to four-dimensional images. So we convert all the three-dimensional images to four-dimensional images using the expand underscore dims method of the NumPy library. Okay, so you can see this is a three-dimensional image. Now we convert the image into the four-dimensional. Now you can see the four-dimensional. Now our images become a four-dimensional. Now scale all the images with the help of dividing the 255. Now after this, now split the dataset into the training and testing using the xtrain and ytrain dataset. Okay, and it using the train test split method. It takes some parameters like xtrain, ytrain, test site 0.2. 0.2 means 20% dataset, and random split basically you help us random split basically used to not shuffling the data set every time. Okay, then check the shape of all the dataset. After this we create our own CNN architecture. We used here con 2D layer with filters is equal to 32, kernel size is equal to 3, stripes is equal to 1 comma 1, padding is equal to valid, then activation function is equal to relu, then input shape is equal to 28 comma 28 comma 1. 1 is the channel. Okay, because we have a black and white image. Then we define a max pooling 2D layer, and pool size is equal to 2 comma 2. Then again we use the con 2D layer, then max pooling, then flatten layer. Flatten layer basically converts the multi-dimensional data into a into a vector. Then we used a dense layer, dropout layer, then again dense layer, then again dropout layer, then again dense layer, and final this is our output layer, whose units, it takes a unit is equal to 10, and activation function is basically used here softmax, because this is a multi-class classification. Then after this, then compile the CNN model with loss sparse categorical cross entropy, because this is a multi-class classification problem. Then finally train the model for 20 epochs with batch size is equal to 16. Okay, and it gave me 90% validation accuracy after train the model. Okay, now it's time to test the model using the X-test dataset, and then evaluate the model using the X-test and Y-test dataset. After this, we used here the same loop which we have used above. Okay, now visualize the actual and predicted level of images. I just use a for loop which will run 60 times and display the 60 random images with actual and predicted title of each image, as you can see in the output. This is the actual prediction, this is a predicted value. This is the actual prediction, this is a predicted value. This is the actual value, sorry, I was saying the prediction. It's the actual value, this is the prediction, this is the actual value, this is the prediction. Okay, after watching the result, now it's time to evaluate the model using the confusion matrix. So I display the confusion matrix with the help of the heat map. Heat map is a method of Seaborn library. After see the you can see the confusion matrix help us to identify the how much correct predictions and how much wrong predictions. Okay, so you can see this is this diagonal is our correct prediction, and these values are incorrect prediction. Okay, after this we see a classification report. You can see the precision, recall, F1 scores. Okay, now save the model, then load the model, then predict only a single image. Predict only a single image. So the result will be a 9, and the actual value will be a 9. Okay, so this is our fashion products classification model using the CNN, and okay, so this is our fashion product classification model, and more projects will be coming in the upcoming days. So if you need a source code and you want to understand the complete project, so you can follow this blog. I upload here different project tutorials related to data science, machine learning, deep learning, NLP, Python, Flask, and I'm planning to post here related to time series projects. Okay, so follow this blog, and follow my YouTube channel. I upload there different project tutorials. Okay, so do subscribe the channel. Thank you guys, we will meet you in the next project. Thank you.